Yo, what's good, y'all? My name is Cutty Palance, and I'm here to vent.
So, alright, so you also manage artists. Alright, then, so, how does that go? How do you, I mean, because a lot of people have gotten out of the management game, I've noticed, and within the last 10 years, a lot of people have gotten out of the business because they think it's like a thankless job. You feel the same?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, yeah. I can see why. I can see why. But I'm not gonna lie, I was discouraged at a point. I was ready to quit the management portion of my shit. Only cause I was rocking with an artist, and shout out to J4y King. I love him. And he knows even till now, like if he hits me up for anything, I'm gonna hold him down. You feel me? But you know when we made,
I never got the story.
when I'm not gonna lie, it got to a point where I had to fall back a little bit because I wanted to get out of the same. Remember, like we was talking about earlier, like you was trying to figure out how can you elevate your lane, right? So like sometimes you don't want to stay in that same situation, right? So that's how I felt when it came to certain parties. I felt like I was in the same lane. So I'm like, yo, how can I elevate this and make this a better situation for niggas? So for me it was, I need to be around certain people. I need to be around certain DJs, radio DJs. I need to be around certain promoters. I gotta be in certain clubs. You know what I'm saying? So the idea came when it was like, all right, let me fall back and really start working and being in these areas, right? So I started doing brunches at Taj. I started doing more events at Cutty. I started being around, you know, DJ Will and Nori and all these other people. So it was like, all right, now I could elevate my networking more for my artists. It took me a little longer than I expected, but it worked out. The plan that I had in my head, it was working. You know what I'm saying? Eventually got to the point where while I was doing that part, he was elevating himself and his music, right? So eventually, you know, he was being real about it. He came, he said, yo, listen, you know, he knows what he needs to do for his next level. So he wanted to make sure that he was able to do that. And you know, not to say he ain't need me anymore. You feel me? And that hurt. Okay. I took a real hit to that. A lot of people could tell you I was really hurt about it.
But it was strictly business on his part?
Yeah, it wasn't nothing personal. Like even like I said,
but it still hurt.
It still hurt. You know what I'm saying? Because he was the only artist. Come on, Slaps, you know. He was the only artist I was rocking with for years. You know what I'm saying? So when it came to the point where it's like, damn, this shit about to get to another level, it kind of, you know what I'm saying? So for me, it was like, damn, I can't. I took a hit. I took a real hit to it, and then, you know, when we did the showcase with Will at Milk, watching how the artists, like even dealing with the artists afterwards and how they all felt, and like even you paying all of them, they still, a lot of them was ungrateful, and it was really difficult. So for me, it was just like, damn, I can't do this no more. Like I don't want to do this. I don't want to deal with another artist anymore.
You had doubts before, and in the middle you was just like, yeah, I'm not doing this shit. In the middle of it, that ass in the middle of it.
You feel what I'm saying?
Like, yeah, I ain't doing this shit no more.
So that's how it fucked me up as a manager. So, but lo and behold, that right. An artist that's been around for a minute, he had a little buzz for a minute. He's still well connected, still well resourceful, and the man makes fucking good music. How we look at it, and he's a gimmick in himself. He's not hard to market. You know what I'm saying?
Best performance I've ever seen.
You feel me? And the man goes on stage and he gives 200% no matter where he go, no matter where he at. He don't care if it's one person in the club. That nigga gonna sweat his ass off for that one person.
Just wanna jump on it.
You get what I'm saying? You feel what I'm saying? That gave me my energy back. You know, I ain't gonna lie, I had a couple of doubts of that, and I spoke to him about that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know if he was really serious. You know, he's a little older, and I didn't know where he wanted to take it. But one thing that always made sure was, he said, yo, bro, all I need is you to do what you do. I'm gonna make some fucking fire music for you to be able to put it out there. I said, say no more, so let's do it. And then just every time Dap sent me a record, I'm in the studio with him and I watch him perform, and you know, going on the tour with him and shit like that, it sparked that fire again. Not only with managing, but even just figuring out how can I make this party shit different? Like, how can I make it where
it gives you more ideas for different parties and sparks something new?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
So then you get like, this is what happened with this. Like I told you, like how I like what came up with the show. This show just sparked more ideas for me to take it to. So that's kind of the same thing.
It's the same with that. Like that would go in the studio, he'll do some shit. I'm like, damn, this is kind of lit. Let me try to see what he got that I could change into my shit. You know what I'm saying? And Dap's biggest thing right now is Legends, right? Like we came up with Legends Never Dies, and that's his theme for the whole shit. And it's like, yo, like, and I was telling one of my homegirls this the other day, and I'm like, yo, sometimes I be feeling like I want to give this whole shit up, right? But then at times I feel.
What you talking about? Everything?
Everything, bro. Sometimes I'd be like, yo, let me just get a regular career. And just focus on getting a retirement plan, settle down, get kids, and just live a life like that. But then, deep in my heart, I feel like I'm destined for more. You know what I'm saying? Like destined for more. Cause like one thing I've always realized too, is like even with dealing with like some relationships, like you feel me? Like when the relationships end, I get into another level. Like how your man's was. You know, talking about like his breakups be inspiring him and shit. Like for me, those do be inspiring because it's like, yo, there's a lot of shit that I watched on the vet. I'm not gonna lie that I could relate to. You feel me? Like, like even Smith saying the whole thing about being a vessel, right? Like I've put niggas in different positions and I've never gotten a thank you, right? But then you get the niggas that do hit you up like, yo, thank you. But it's always been a continuous with me. You know what I'm saying? Like. I've put niggas onto a lot of different energies and it's like, yo, if I could do this for you, bro, this is all that matters. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like a lot of people, that's how I measure success. How did I help the next person? Yeah, you get what I'm saying? Okay. And a lot of times my relationships is like that. Like when girls break up with me or we go our separate ways, they found some next better man that could do better for them than I could for them. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like where I'm at right now, it's another level in 2020. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm in a different realm. I'm meeting people that I've never thought I'd ever meet in my life, and I'm helping people around me that been rocking with me from day one. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm able to be around the same heads, and that's the best part. And that's how I measure my success is how can I help this next